Okay, I was going to take the night off. I went to Rockport, Massachusetts today and got some candy, and my son and I went on the beach and we like ice skated on the sand because it was ice. It was like 12 degrees today. I mean, it was so cold. Like, my voice is stressed from the cold. Like, it was intense. I had to take like a rest. I didn't even do anything and I had to take a rest. It was so cold. I know I keep talking about the colds, but I'm not used to it. I'm from Florida. So I'm like, oh my God. And before that, California. And when I was in London, I hated the weather. So like, we're not going to talk about that. But I'm just kind of like into warm things. Okay. So I decided to do this video. I was going to take the night off. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this video. So a friend of mine on Instagram reached out and she's like, you know that girl you and Casey talked about on the podcast, Morgan Osmond. Anyway, Morgan Osmond was like considered a real bitch on Bad Girls Club. I never really watched that show, but there's a fan base for that. And she has been in Miami and she's also lived in LA. And so Casey's my producer of my Dishing Drama Dana podcast. His sister like was her roommate. So anyway, I did find out some information from Morgan. Yeah. But this is not what this video is about. This video is not about her messing around with Sam Asghari, which I also covered in the Patreon. This video is about her screwing around with Dr. Lenny and having Dr. Lenny almost fall in love with her. And I think like almost want to boot Lisa Hochstein out and have Morgan Osmond move in. Oh my goodness, I swear. It's so good. So I'm going to read you, and I want to give a shout out. This is going to help you. This is from page 6, but it's going to put some of this video in context. When the Real Housewives of Miami star returned for Peacock's revival, she knew she had to address husband Dr. Lenny Hochstein's emotional affair with a woman she described on the season 4 premiere as a $2 hoe. I did have reservations about sharing that, Lisa 39 exclusively told Page 6, reflecting on the heartbreaking period in her marriage that nearly led to a divorce after cameras went down in 2013 for the original run of Real Housewives of Miami on Bravo. But, she says, I knew that it was something I would have to address because it was not really out there, but eventually someone would have blown the whistle. I felt like, okay, let me beat everyone to the punch to just discuss it. She continues, it makes me real. It shows that I'm real and that I'm human and that nothing's perfect in life. So my shout out is to Bravoaholics, who was nice enough to post this on Reddit from the blog so that I didn't have to go find it. And I really appreciate that. Now, I want you guys to know I was covering Real Housewives of Miami on the YouTube, but people didn't seem that into it. So, you know, when I don't see some action on videos, I'm like, okay, they're not that into that one. So I move topics. I'm like, okay, let's watch something else. You guys dictate my content by me seeing you're interested in it or not, right? So, anywho, but this was too juicy to pass up because let's face it, Lisa Hochstein, you know, we have to, this is juicy. Okay, it starts off like this. She started screaming at the top of her lungs and throwing her body all over. By she means Lisa. Okay. She too was on drugs per usual. Ooh, look at that allegation. Get her out! Get her out! What is this blank? She was furious that I was there and I could understand why. She was screaming for her husband, and I just kept saying, quote, I'm so sorry. I never meant any of this. I never did mean any of it. I truly was and still am sorry that any of it happened. Her husband came running over, picked her up, and dragged her out. Ooh, my goodness, Dr. Lenny. I'm 99% sure that was the end. I don't really remember. Over the next few days, weeks, months, and years, this went on to haunt me. Every single chance she got to embarrass and harass me, she did. On social media, her and her friends were relentless. In person, I would mop the floor with her, aka beat her. But I never felt that way because I knew I was wrong. Okay, what? It must be missing something there. Oh, beat her ass, maybe. Okay, it's like redacted. Why would you redact that? People are so strange, right? Like, that's the thing you redact? Okay. Okay, beat her blank. But I never felt that way because I knew I was wrong. So every time she was a bully, redacted, in public, I let it slide. Every single time, I put my head down and walked away for years. Do you know how hard this is in front of your peers? No, tell me. How hard is it to cheat with a married man who you just want his money? Okay, people I knew for 7 with my temper, I took it. No one knew my side. I've never got to tell it. Oh, poor girl. Please. Are you kidding me? Like, we're supposed to feel bad for you? Come on. Okay. All right, blah, blah, laughed at the note. Okay, so this some other crap said. And then it says, laughed at the note, and she said it was all bullshit. She was just scared because she didn't want to receive only $10,000 a month and not move into their new mansion on Star Island. I don't know, maybe like that means Lisa was like not that into Lenny anymore. At the time the home was being built, he had sent me all of the renderings and was telling me that I would move in there and this would be my closet and asked me what finishes I wanted. I had it all in my email. I didn't want her life. Well, it sure sounds like you did. I didn't want this trauma. Seems like you do. I literally found myself in the biggest, messiest pile of blank I have ever been in. Ooh, another redacted swear. Okay, so messy pile of poop. Okay. I've ever been in. Wow. I had been through a lot of poop. This is like a game. But this was the first time I realized that this was going to be some seriously life-changing redacted. You cannot involve yourself in someone's relationship of 7 years and think you're going to come out scot-free. I knew this. I'm not an idiot. So I said to him, quote, you and your wife are going to end up back together and I'm going to be the villain. Duh. I'm going to be, duh. Okay. I'm going to look like I tried to steal someone's husband. Didn't you? I knew that he was just so blank, naive, and oblivious to what was going on around him. And that's the thing with him. He was and is a super naive, naive. I was going to say very nice. It doesn't say that. Naive, nice person. Anyway, so he's apparently a nice person. I just can't. I don't get nice person vibes off Dr. Lenny, just saying. She runs the show, not him. It's very obvious. Remember I said her and I have the same birthday and we're really similar? Yeah, let what? Oh my God, this girl face tunes her face like crazy. Yeah, okay, that was it. That's all they put in it. That's all I got. Oh, I'm so disappointed. That's all. And then they put a picture in. I don't want the picture. I want the rest of it. Okay, if anyone finds the rest of it, please send it and I'll do a follow-up video. But anyway, I guess the gist of this is now we know who his emotional affair it was with. And I mean, I wonder, why is he naive? Like, what's Lisa Hochstein up to that he's naive? This begs that question. And why would Lisa Hochstein have like a $60 million house on Star Island but only get $10,000 a month alimony with 2 children? So, like, what's that all about? Anyway, I hope it's real. I have no idea, but this supposedly came from a blog Morgan Osmond wrote, and it's purportedly about Dr. Lenny, and it explains a lot because Lisa Hochstein has talked about on the Peacock Real Housewives of Miami that he did have an emotional affair, so I guess it's with this girl. And boy, she face tunes a lot. What is the deal with face tuning? Okay, if you like this channel, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you feel like giving me a tip, then do it. And I'll love it. And I'll do this with it. Wait, because now you guys know I'll buy a big ol' ice cream with my dip. I love, my favorite flavor is black raspberry. Just saying. Not that you care, but I just want to say that. I like strawberry too. Cookies and cream. Vanilla, French. Sometimes pistachio. I like hazelnut gelato. Anyway, now you know what kind of ice cream I like. How about you? What do you think about Lisa Hochstein cheating? Lisa Hochstein cheating. What am I saying? Lenny Hochstein cheating. Dr. Lenny allegedly cheating on Lisa and having this emotional affair with however that means. It doesn't sound like it was strictly emotional from this blog. And what do you think? Why would Lisa only get a small amount of money per month? And is Dr. Lenny over Lisa, or is he in love with Lisa? I can't tell from this. And is Lisa in love with Lenny or not? What's happening here? By the way, she got that Botox taken out. Thank goodness. If you like my channel, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And here's some pictures from today. Yay!